Good evening. Good evening. Let us start the session. So, we are going to discuss some of the things that normally in a class we are not able to discuss. For example, things that are affecting, which are not just academics, plus what is the planning going to be like, and anything with respect to this exam you can ask, and it is our duty to tell you what we know to the best of our abilities. कैग का आप पढ़ते हैं ना, कैग और सुप्रीम कोर्ट वगैरह के ओथ में they have to perform to the best of their abilities. So we will be also doing that to the best of our abilities. We will be providing you what we know, and our knowledge comes not just theoretically. सुनी सुनाई बात किसी और की कहानी YouTube की वीडियो से नहीं आती है, because we have given this exam, we have given it repeatedly. So we know the best way to know a thing is to experience it. जब तक आप एक हिंदी मूवी का किसी का डायलॉग मैंने देखा था कहीं पर कि जब तक खुद पे नहीं बीतती है ना, तब तक पता नहीं चलता है ना. सो द पर्पस इज दैट आप पे ना बीते. द थिंग्स दैट वी हैव गॉन थ्रू either positively or negatively, your process to this exam should be smooth, and any kind of hurdles that may come or right now that those are there in your life during this preparation stage, let us tackle them one by one. So first session may, I think Jyoti will be asking me some of the questions that we have received, and other than that I will be discussing a 7-month roadmap. That 7-month roadmap for 2023 plus additional doubts for 2024, etc., and those things. Any kind of doubt is also welcome even in the session. You can ask me whenever you want. Okay, so with that, let us begin. Jyoti, do you have a question that we
Yes,
received on the mail?
yes, so
Okay.
so one of the question is since the prelims is approaching in 6 months, so how should the strategy be given that they have to study optional and give the mains test and prelims test? So how do we plan for the next 6 months?
So first of all, get the timeline right. Prelims is approaching in 7 months. And why I'm saying to get the timeline right is prelims requires very precise, pinpointed preparation. ना ज़्यादा करना है ना कम करना है. इसीलिए some of the boys will understand this. अगर आप if you follow men's bodybuilding, so you will see that they peak on the stage. एक दिन पहले अगर वो they will get the right physique तो भी गड़बड़ हो जाता है, और बाद में अगर if they peak too late तो भी गड़बड़ हो जाता है, right? Some of you, if you follow Olympia or those kind of things. So prelims is a similar thing. You have to peak at the right time. उसके लिए तीन चीजें हैं. We have to start at the right time. Second, start with the right source. And third, include the important components like solving daily MCQs, plus conceptual clarity in some of the parts. Now, coming to the question, how do I manage my mains preparation along with prelims preparation? So that part of the question I will be dealing, I will be writing it and showing, because उसके पीछे ना एक कोई strategy नहीं हो सकती. You people are at various stages of your prelims preparation और your mains preparation. तो वो mains के preparation के किस stage से हमको लेके चलना है, I'll be telling you 3 stages that can be in our mains preparation, and accordingly we will plan our prelims preparation.
Hello guys, before we start with the discussion, we just want to inform you that we have launched a very special and unique type of program which is called Excel Mains through the previous year's questions. In this program, we are going to cover the entire syllabus of GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. The philosophy behind this program is we are going to cover the syllabus not randomly but just by using or referring the previous year's questions themes, and the themes are extracted from the last 40 years of previous year's questions. There will be a live discussion, there will be a answer writing with the mentors, and the second program is the intense answer writing program which is called Samachar Vani Plus, in which there will be a weekly classes on 10 topics which are extremely important from the UPSC mains and prelims point of view. There will be an answer writing, there will be a questions given after each and every class based on those 10 topics. So even if you are a beginner, this is a good opportunity for you to begin with the answer writing. For any further queries, or if you wish to talk with a mentor, if you have any doubts, please drop us a message on the number given below. Thank you.
So another similar question is that there are many working aspirants. So they just have 4 hours in a day to study for the exam. And sometimes the planner which is given to them does not work because they have to take the classes and study the optional and then give the test. So they are unable to manage the time. So what should be their strategy?
Correct. Okay. So number one in UPSC there is one golden rule. एक golden सिद्धांत है, जितना समय आपके पास ज्यादा रहेगा उतना ही समय आप बर्बाद करेंगे. If I make that same working aspirant a non-working aspirant and make him or her prepare, they will still be short of time in preparation for two reasons. A, we are lazy. This exam does not have a goal which is immediate. आप बचपन में कभी स्कूल में रेस दौड़ा करते थे तो छोटे बच्चों को ना सामने दिख जाता था कि वो बनाना है, वहां तक दौड़ना है. इफ आई मेक अ चाइल्ड रन अ 4x100 मीटर रेस, वो दौड़ेगा क्या? He doesn't find the purpose. क्यों भागे? हमको पता ही नहीं कहां तक भागना है. Until and unless I give him something interesting or give her something interesting to run. इस एग्जाम में भी वैसा ही कुछ है. इमीडिएटली आपका कोई गोल तो है नहीं कि कल जाके ये मुझे पेपर दे देना है. कॉलेज वाले में हम माइंडसेट से आते हैं, रात भर पढ़ेंगे, अगले दिन पेपर दे देंगे. वो यहाँ होता नहीं है. फॉर दैट रीजन अलोन यू पीपल आर नॉट इनडिसिप्लिन्ड. वी पनिश आवरसेल्फ कि हम इनडिसिप्लिन्ड है इसलिए हम नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं. नो, इशू इज आपके सर पे तलवार नहीं लटकी है. एवरीबडी वर्क्स अकॉर्डिंग टू अ डेडलाइन. सो फॉर अ वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल हैविंग ओनली 4 hours, this exam requires only 6 hours of studies. Now where do you get that extra 2 hours from? Number one, a good guidance or a good planner can cut down your time. जो चीजें आप 6 घंटे में पढ़ते from various sources, you can study it in 4 hours from one source. Secondly, you say that you are attending classes. So make sure that please mute. So make sure that the classes that you attend, they are compensating double of the time you would spend on double the time that you are spending on them. मतलब अगर आप 2 घंटे के लिए कोई क्लास अटेंड कर रहे हैं तो उसमें आप 4 घंटे की चीज सीखें. फालतू में किसी क्लास में मत बैठे. यूट्यूब की वीडियो में बैठ के पढ़ रहे हैं आप. Their purpose is not to make you clear the exam. या कोई टीचर, एनीबडी, बीट मी ऑल्सो, इफ यू सिट इन माई क्लास एंड यू थिंक कि आपको आता है ये क्लास में, मत बैठिए. सेव योर टाइम, गो एंड डू सेल्फ स्टडी दैट टाइम. जस्ट बिकॉज यू इनरोल्ड इन अ कोर्स डज नॉट मीन कि A to Z सभी क्लासेस अटेंड करनी है, अनलेस you are not learning in that class double of what you would do while you are studying on your own. Okay, so treat every time as valuable, and in that 4-hour period, other than if you are having classes, I would say it is a sufficient time. Just focus on revising whatever is being done in that class plus optional. Don't do too many things. Once you do too many things, problem is I see many of you reading newspaper also, current affair की magazine also. कहाँ ले जाएंगे? क्या करना है newspaper का हमको? Right? Those magazines are actually cut out from the newspaper. So a reason why newspaper right now is not a recommended strategy is you don't have time. है ना? क्योंकि न्यूज़पेपर को रोज पढ़ना, उसमें से नोट्स बनाना और ये चीज को कंसिस्टेंटली करना, that is something that cannot be achieved. So make sure you have a planner. एक वीक में आपको आपके टाइम के हिसाब से the 4 hours that you have, you are set to achieve कि मैं ये 4 घंटे में इस वीक में ये पार्ट अचीव करूंगा, and be satisfied with that. This exam is not about how much you study, but how well you study it. And if you study it well enough, you will be able to clear it in those 4 hours only. It does not require 6 hours every day. Plus, provided this, I am talking of this period. There are certain phases in this exam which require more time. For example, 1.5 months before your prelims, more time. the period between prelims and mains, more time. There with this approach, we will not be able to do it. We will require, and anybody who tells you otherwise is lying to you. Okay.
So the next question is that there are certain aspirants who are it's their last attempt. So many insecurities and lack of confidence comes up, and they want to know, they feel that they will not be able to recall what they read, or whether they want to know whether they have grasped the conceptual topic well. So how to know that? So,
Okay. Last attempt after multiple failures takes its toll. Thing is, your whole preparation is a chaos. You have everything that should not be there in that preparation, and you have gone through everything, every material possible which you should not have read. So how do we rectify that? Number one, last attempt or first attempt, this exam is cleared in one attempt. तो किसी भी अटेम्प्ट में आप इस एग्जाम को क्लियर कर सकते हैं. देयर इज नो सच थिंग दैट पीपल फ्रॉम फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट क्लियर, पीपल फ्रॉम लास्ट अटेम्प्ट क्लियर. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. There will be statistic on either side. Statistic on either side means that there are people who are clearing in the first attempt, uska bhi data hai. There are people who are clearing in the fifth attempt, sixth attempt, uska bhi data hai. Number kam zyada isliye hai because less number of people are giving in their last attempt. So if like to quote a data, 10,000 people generally give in their last attempt. So uska agar aap ratio nikalenge to it is as certain as somebody who's clearing in the first attempt. So first, let go of that mindset that you are a first attempter or a last attempter. You think that this is my first and last attempt. Yes, having said that, you have to be extra cautious in your last attempt. Extra cautious because you don't have the liberty to make mistakes. So first of all, sit down and try to find out what is the learning of all your attempts. किस अटेम्प्ट में आपने क्या गलती करी है, वो बैठ के सोचिए. आपकी अपनी गलती, यूट्यूब से मत सीखिए कि किसने किसमें क्या किया था. आप अपनी गलती सोचिए. देन डिस्कस दिस विथ अ मेंटर कि मेरी ये प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. हैव एन ऑब्जेक्टिव इवैल्यूएशन वेयर यू स्टैंड इन द प्रिपरेशन सब्जेक्ट वाइज. साइंटिफिक इवैल्यूएशन रखिए, इमोशनल नहीं. मुझे पॉलिटी में इतना आता है, लक्ष्मीकांत मैंने लास्ट इतने बार इस दिन पढ़ी थी, स्पेक्ट्रम मैंने इतनी दिन पढ़ी थी, आज तक मैंने इतने आंसर लिखे हैं, ऑप्शनल का मेरा ये कंप्लीशन है, लास्ट बार रिवीजन तब हुआ है. ऑल दीज थिंग्स, मेक एन एनालिसिस, मेक अ गेम प्लान एंड don't think about anything else. I would say it would be a really more satisfying journey to end if you clear in your last attempt than clear in your first attempt. The person who has cleared in their first attempt, they do not know the pain of failure. You know it, and therefore your victory is all the more joyous. For that joy alone, work extra hard and clear it.
so how to judge whether any conceptual topic, whether I've grasped it right or not?
Yes, so this is a problem that many people have. I am not able to remember things. I am not able to understand whether I know it is correct or not. यूपीएससी आपका एग्जाम कैसे लेती है? यूपीएससी डज नॉट चेक वेदर यू आर स्वामी विवेकानंद. वो आपसे नहीं बोलते कि एक काम करो, ये लो पेन और ये लो लक्ष्मीकांत और मेरे सामने पूरा लक्ष्मीकांत लिख के दो. He had the capability to do that. We do not require it, neither do we have it. Now, this exam consists of two parts. Your prelims will be MCQs. Your mains will be writing in 150 and 250 words. है ना? तो अगर आपको MCQ सॉल्व करना है, कोई कंसेप्चुअल टॉपिक आपने पढ़ा, उसका MCQ देख लीजिए आपको आ रहा है कि नहीं. प्रीवियस ईयर का MCQ करके देख लीजिए. If you are able to solve that, that is a good enough answer for this exam, that you know that concept. और साथ में उसके कुछ और मॉक्स सॉल्व कर लीजिए जो टेस्ट अवेलेबल हैं. If you are able to solve the MCQ for prelims, you have conceptual clarity. Regarding mains, आंसर लिख के देख लीजिए whether you are able to write 150 or 250 words within the stipulated time of 10 or 12 minutes. If you are able to do both these things on that topic, you have understood that topic. You need not recall or remember everything. आपके सामने प्रीलिम्स में 4 ऑप्शन होंगे. मेंस में आपको you have the ability to connect topics And those of you who have attempted our EMP polity or geography or any of the subjects, their mains classes, you know that we always draw a diagram. To remember a topic, we draw a diagram. So that diagram, you keep practicing to remember the topics. Okay. Do not test yourself blindly. अभी ऐसे मन में आंख बंद करके आप सोच रहे हैं मुझे कितना याद है, ऐसे मत टेस्ट कीजिए. Either write an answer, solve an MCQ. That is it.
So this exam, given that it demands so much time and effort, there are certain people who are unable to maintain their personal relations. So what will be your advice to them?
Personal relation. So can I tell you a joke, everybody, if you're not offended? Today only this occurred to me while I was talking to somebody. So generally this is a scientific fact that light travels faster than sound, है ना? That is why thunder is seen, lightning is seen first, and then थोड़ी देर बाद you hear the thunder, है ना?
Yes.
There is no such thing or such entity in physics which breaches the limit of speed of sound. Speed of light, 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. But ask yourself, and you need not answer any of you, what would you prefer, living in a joint family, in a relationship? Would you like to call on the phone or have a video call on mute? In which case will it travel faster? The video call on mute or the telephone call on unmute? I will tell you which travels faster. Your mother's sleeper. It will breach the locality principle of Einstein. Anyways, now coming to the question of how to manage relationships. So now for female aspirants and male aspirants, I would make the distinction because it is important to make the distinctions. The challenges are different to both of them. So if you are a male aspirant and if your personal relationship means what I understand as means, and it does not mean managing your relationship with your brother, mother, sister, I don't think ever that is going to be a problem. They are the pillar of support in this exam. So if I understand it correctly, you mean a boyfriend or a girlfriend issue. So see, for a male aspirant also, I'm using boyfriend and girlfriend. We are liberal. So I would say that during your first serious preparation year, please do not be in a serious relationship. Both of them you cannot have, or in a better way, you cannot have it both ways. Only thing I am saying, please don't misquote me or misinterpret me. In your first serious year of preparation, do not be in a serious relationship. Both cannot go together. This exam is very demanding and taxing. एक साल आपको अच्छे से पढ़ना है. उस साल you should not be in any kind of personal relations, double quote. After that, the reason why I am saying I am not against anti, matlab, you will not find me on 14th November out on the streets, okay, with a headscarf on my head. No, I'm not saying all that. I am saying कि आपका failure or success as a male aspirant, we are driven by ego, pride. So your failure or success, you will start to take it on your relationship. तो अगर एक बार आप fail हो जाइए, या you succeed in your first attempt, then go and your relationship will be healthy and long lasting. Okay, so for the first year of your serious relationship, I would not recommend it. If you are going for it, now the second choice, नहीं आप बहुत ढीठ हैं, as we all are. So please ask a question to yourself whether this person is more important than you, than your exam. And if you make that answer that yes, this person is more important, go that extra mile to keep that person in your life, because this exam is not going to replace him or her. Okay, so you may clear and get whatever dream job you are achieving, but you will not get it with the person that you dreamt to be. So try to maintain and do extra efforts in protecting your personal relationship, because this exam is very taxing. And somebody has written mass break. No, yaar, we are not promoting breakups. I'm just stating it as it is. It is better to be a whole person and not be enjoying some of the things in life than be a broken person and enjoyed some of the momentary things in life. It is in your interest that I am saying so. Now, for a female aspirant, I think women in general, in my opinion, are more organized in working in chaos. So for them, there's absolute liberty. Do as you like. Only thing is, why I'm saying women are better organized. They are genetically better suited to order chaos or put an order to chaos. So even if there is whatever else happening in the world, they will go and get their job done. What is expected of them, they get it done. So for them, better would be not to have somebody from this field. That is all that I can think of. Okay. But if forbidden fruits were not eaten, maybe Christian faith will not be here, right? So I know my advice is as useless as Adam not being asked who ate the apple. Eve ate or Adam ate? Adam ate. One of them ate, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes.
So the next question is, what should be the essay strategy, given that UPSC is asking philosophical essays?
So essay strategy in general, we have already put up 2 videos on YouTube. Please go and watch that. In general, what does it mean? Essay writing ke kya nuances hain? What are the things that are important in an essay? What are the things we have to take care in an essay? Those things we have already discussed. I will not take the time here and discuss, because for the sole reason कि वो 5 मिनट में नहीं discuss हो सकता है. Regarding philosophical essays, UPSC is just expecting you to interpret that essay, find out the correct theme. Correct theme can vary also. It is not necessarily one theme only, but find out a broad theme. Then your ability to write 1200 words on it. फिलोसॉफिकल टॉपिक का मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ फिलोसफी ऑप्शनल वाले बच्चे जो हैं उन्हीं के लिए फायदा है. दे आर बेटर. यस, सम टॉपिक्स आर आउटराइटली फ्रॉम फिलोसफी. एक टॉपिक पिछले 2 सालों से ऐसा है जो फिलोसफी से ही है. Forget about that. Even those topics you can interpret. So most importantly, it is your ability to interpret the essay in the right direction, most broad interpretation, and then your justification in the paragraphs, how you are justifying your interpretation. So how can we do it? Through practice. Rather than writing 50 full length essays, which you will never write, I know. So you practice 20 पार्ट एसेस मतलब एसे देखा आपने, उसका इंटरप्रिटेशन सोचा, इंट्रोडक्शन लिखा, कंक्लूजन लिखा और डायमेंशन लिखा, which from your busy schedule all of you will be able to write. So better model is practice these or brainstorm essay topics, find out the theme, write the introduction, write the conclusion. If you are not able to do any of that, meet us tomorrow for the essay class at 5 p.m.
So what should be the ethics strategy?
Okay. See, ethics, first of all, is important because it is one paper where you study a subject and you can, it is for 250 marks. None of the other GS papers you study one subject and you get questions worth 250 marks. So for some reason, ethics is it gets the least attention. I don't know why. Probably because current affairs का इतना ज़्यादा pressure होता है आपके ऊपर, which you use in certain parts of GS 2 and 3, that nobody makes you study ethics and you don't do it. However, a better strategy will be to focus on ethics, give it good 15 to 20 days, study it topic wise. There is a book called DK Balaji. Not very well written book, but at least better than lexicon, etc. So from that book, you find the definition, write your own definition, what you understand, and examples. हर टॉपिक के लिए ये सिंपल स्ट्रेटेजी करिए, उसका स्टैंडर्ड डेफिनेशन क्या है, डेफिनेशन आपके अकॉर्डिंग क्या है, एंड एग्जांपल्स. रिगार्डिंग द केस, just a second, regarding case studies, for case studies part, try to follow 2 to 3 sources for case studies. Okay, 2 to 3 sources will give you 2 to 3 ways of writing case studies. और केस स्टडी में सिंपल फंडा है, किस एथिक्स के टॉपिक के बारे में वो केस स्टडी है वो आइडेंटिफाई करना है आपको, फिर उसका जो आपने कंटेंट अपने स्टैटिक पार्ट में पढ़ा है उसको लिख देना है वहां पे. Again, this would require practice. Those of you who want to do it, there is a free initiative by us in which you amongst yourself write case studies, and sometimes I discuss them in a week. So you can do that also, but without practicing case study तो नहीं होगा. Just like essay, you have to practice case studies. जितनी बार आप प्रैक्टिस कर लेंगे इतना ही इजी हो जाएगा केस स्टडी आपके लिए लिखना. केस स्टडी में एक मेथड है लिखने का, एंड सेकंड linking it with the syllabus part of your ethics that you have studied. So 2 things in ethics: the theoretical part, read, write notes or the definition along with 5-6 examples. For the case study part, case studies के लिए you can switch to 2-3 sources, take the case studies from there, practice it, you will do good.
So given that economy is so concept heavy, how to make the subject stronger, how to read it?
Okay, so first, economy is difficult for you because you are reading it as theoretical economics and not workable economics. Economics affects us each day, each moment of our life. Although you may not understand because आप घर नहीं चला रहे हैं. जिस दिन आप घर चलाने लग जाएंगे तो you will understand inflation का मतलब क्या होता है. So first of all, do not have this bookish approach of understanding economic concepts. एक डिस्कशन हमने किया था नेशनल इनकम पे, उसकी सेकंड वीडियो को देखिए, वेयर इकोनॉमिक्स हैज बीन ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड इनटू वर्केबल इकोनॉमिक्स की कॉन्सेप्ट को कैसे समझा जाए. सेकेंडली, टू गेट अ व्यू ऑफ इकोनॉमी, आई वुड रिकमेंड टू रीड द सर्वे फुल. पूरा सर्वे पढ़िए, दैट विल गिव यू अ जनरल आइडिया. प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि इकोनॉमिक्स मेंस के लिए कोई एक पर्टिकुलर इंटरकनेक्टेड बुक नहीं है. There are books for prelims economics which give you fragmented topics. Money and banking तो money and banking में खत्म हो गया. Government budgeting तो government budgeting में खत्म हो गया. However, for mains, the best book therefore is the economic survey document. You will get a 360-degree view on understanding of economics, money, banking, that is your government policy, fiscal, monetary policy, budget of the government, monetary policy, fiscal policy, and external sector और open economy, plus सारे sectors के बारे में भी individually आपको पता चल जाएगा वहां से. It gives you a better view of the working of Indian economy, जो आपको कहीं particular किसी book में नहीं मिलेंगी. Although NCERTs है, India Economic Development NCERT है, to understand the background of economics, but better idea is to read the survey. Although for economics, I am recommending, if you want to build your base, that is macroeconomics NCERT, then Shankar Ganesh and survey and budget.
So how to read the newspaper efficiently for UPSC current affairs?
How to read newspaper? By not opening it. You don't need to read the newspaper efficiently. There is no efficient way to read the newspaper. The efficient way is the magazines or summary, etc. that is coming, for the simple reason you have to read for the sole purpose of converting it into marks. जो रीडिंग मार्क्स में नहीं कन्वर्ट हो पाएगी वो यूजलेस है आपके लिए इस एग्जाम में. So I know this for a fact that every day reading the newspaper, making notes cannot happen during the course of 1 year. So you try to see the magazines that are there, monthly magazines. You just study them. There is a program also that we conduct, Samachar Vani Plus. उसमें हम ये मैगजीन्स के नोट्स में से जो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट आर्टिकल आता है उस वीक में, ऐसे 10 टॉपिक को करा देते हैं. देन वी गिव यू 10 क्वेश्चंस आल्सो टू राइट, ताकि आपको याद हो जाए. आइडिया या फिलोसफी इसके पीछे यही है दैट यू रिमेंबर व्हाट यू आर स्टडीइंग फ्रॉम द करंट, अदरवाइज करंट आप बहुत जल्दी भूल जाएंगे. सो फॉर मेंस, do not read the newspaper, read these compilations that are coming magazines में monthly वाले. For prelims again, do not read, except you can read December Hindu, because for the past 2-3 years I have seen UPSC asking science and tech questions from December Hindu. वो टॉपिक्स को आप गूगल करेंगे तो वो दिसंबर के हिंदू में साइंस एंड टेक में आया हुआ है. तो अगर आपको कुछ पढ़ना ही है न्यूज़पेपर में से तो साइंस एंड टेक पढ़िए, दिसंबर का हिंदू का. उसके अलावा प्रीलिम्स के लिए कंपाइलेशन पढ़ लीजिए, जो भी पीटी टीटी आता है वो पढ़ लीजिए. मेंस के लिए मैगजीन से पढ़ लीजिए, नहीं पढ़ सकते हैं समाचार वाणी प्लस में कर लीजिए.
Sir, rest of the questions are about the strategy only.
Okay, so I think it is 7:40. I'll take 10 minutes strategy session. I can't complete it because you all are having a class, I guess some of you. So half of the strategy I will discuss today. I will fix up your timeline, what you have to achieve. Then rest of it, we will maybe have another session if it is fruitful for you. Okay, or I'll just extend the video and you can watch it on YouTube, because I think there is a class, right, at 8 o'clock or something. So now let us come to the strategy or timeline that कब हमको क्या complete कर लेना चाहिए.
Hello guys, before we start with the discussion, we just want to inform you that we have launched a very special and unique type of program which is called Excel Mains through the previous year's questions. In this program, we are going to cover the entire syllabus of GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. The philosophy behind this program is we are going to cover the syllabus not randomly but just by using or referring the previous year's questions themes, and the themes are extracted from the last 40 years of previous year's questions. There will be a live discussion, there will be a answer writing with the mentors, and the second program is the intense answer writing program which is called Samachar Vani Plus, in which there will be a weekly classes on 10 topics which are extremely important from the UPSC mains and prelims point of view. There will be an answer writing, there will be a questions given after each and every class based on those 10 topics. So even if you are a beginner, this is a good opportunity for you to begin with the answer writing. For any further queries, or if you wish to talk with a mentor, if you have any doubts, please drop us a message on the number given below. Thank you.
One second. Now, nobody asked this question I was expecting. Do we still have time for selection or clearing 2023? Now, basic idea is, can we get selected in this attempt? Now, this would involve 3 kinds of people. First kind, the perfect kind, who are worrying for no reason, जिनका optional, it is on track, moving towards completion or completed, they are writing answers. GS on track, GS mains basically. It is on track and you are making PYQ based notes for the topics. ये notes बहुत जरूरी है ताकि आप मेंस के समय रिवाइज कर सके, प्लस यू आर राइटिंग क्वेश्चंस. So for this category, obviously I don't need to answer, but yes, when you are saying optional is on track, कितने प्रतिशत optional complete हो गया है ये analysis कीजिए. How many questions you have written, ये analysis कर लीजिए. and how much of the topics you have your self-made notes. For philosophy optional people, self-made notes does not apply. The class notes are more than enough. So percentage completed, and why I'm saying it is not out of arrogance or something that my class notes are enough. You have already seen किसी भी particular topic के notes को जो हमने किया है, last 30 सालों में से कोई भी सवाल उसके बाहर नहीं आया है, एक भी. And in an optional paper, it is unimaginable कि एक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक के 10, 15, 20 पेजेस के नोट्स में से सारे क्वेश्चन कवर हो रहे हैं. बिकॉज एक आधा ऐसा क्वेश्चन होगा ही होगा जो एवरी established teacher of any option will say कि इस क्वेश्चन पे ध्यान मत दो, these are fringe questions, ये वो. In philosophy there is no fringe question. Whatever is in the notes, you will be able to write any MCQ, a PYQ that has come. So you have to, for the other optionals, you have to see कितना complete किया है, कितने question लिखे हैं. Ideally it should be one question per topic. So if your optional is having 150 topics, you should have written 150 questions and then self-made notes. Now the second type of people who have completed optional but not in the last 6 months. 6 months, 3 months. By month, I mean you are not sure how much you remember. GS, you have covered some of the subjects or you have written mains previously. So that gives you a fake illusion कि आपको वो subject आता है. ऐसे लोग क्या करें? You also have time, provided you use November and December at 100% efficiency to complete your optional. At 100% efficiency, you have to complete your optional. इसके अलावा नहीं तो आप अपने आप को बेवकूफ बना रहे. For GS, you cannot cover all the subjects now. So what you can cover is those subjects which are covering maximum marks. So what are the subjects which are covering maximum marks? पेंसिल नहीं चल रहा, पेंसिल भी बोल रहा है सेशन बंद करो. Ethics. Make sure that by December you are completing ethics. It is 250 marks. GS1 में ज्योग्राफी कर लीजिए क्योंकि anyways it is going to be helpful for your mains preparation, sorry, prelims preparation. सोसाइटी यू कैन स्किप अगर आपका स्टेटस ये है, जो सेकंड वाला स्टेटस है, आई एम कॉलिंग दिस एज स्टेटस बी. सो सोसाइटी इन दैट केस यू कैन स्किप फॉर नाउ. हिस्ट्री यू कैन डू दैट पार्ट विच इज कॉमन विथ योर प्रीलिम्स एंड मेंस. मतलब कि यू नीड नॉट टू ancient history right now because it is not coming in your mains syllabus. You need not do world history and post independence. It is not coming in your prelims syllabus. तो जो prelims और mains के बीच में common है वो दोनों पार्ट कर लीजिए. Thirdly, GS2, do polity because it is common with your prelims. Do international relations, it is interesting and you will not be bored in doing it. Okay, governance, some of the topics you can do. For example, health, education, poverty, hunger, vulnerable section, basically social issues. ये पार्ट को भी आप दिसंबर तक कंप्लीट कीजिए. GS3 में इकोनॉमी यू मस्ट डू. इकोनॉमी इज इन योर प्रीलिम्स आल्सो. एंड इसमें अभी साइंस एंड टेक रहने दीजिए, इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी रहने दीजिए. अगर आपका स्टेटस यहाँ पर है कि कुछ खास आपने किया नहीं है तो सो लीव साइंस एंड टेक, लीव इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी, लीव disaster management, or in my recommendation disaster management has to be done with geography. Leave agriculture right now. Once you do for prelims you can come back later for mains after the prelims. So economy के अलावा you can do environment. दोनों का ही environment में pre और mains के बीच में कोई difference नहीं है syllabus wise. Okay, so and GS4 we have already discussed. GS4 you have to do thoroughly. If you want to have a shot at 2023. Third category, optional, not started. GS mains, not much idea for these people, or people who have had a gap. आपने 2022 में पढ़ाई नहीं करी है. You did not give the 2022 attempt. You have studied in 2021. Till so far you have not studied anything in 2022. For these people, I would say prepare for prelims of 2023. Prelims निकालना आपका गोल होना चाहिए. Your target will be to write mains this year at any cost, get the mains experience, and then holistic preparation for 2024. Okay, so for all these three, tomorrow or whenever the institute conducts the next session, we will discuss the individual subject, its sources and the timeline. Okay, now just a small 5-minute on timeline for everybody. So today is November 12th. November 12th to, I am talking about the first bracket. Those people whose preparation is going on track, उनके लिए December 15th. जिनके लिए ट्रैक पे नहीं है उनके लिए December 31st. Can extend to March 10. This is your mains phase. Focus should be on optional, ethics, and essay. Now, depending on whichever phase, December 15th, December 31st, January 10, 15th, whichever bracket you fall into, till February 15th, February 28th, this is your first phase of prelims. इसमें आप करेंगे geography, environment. Geography is always followed by environment, economy, and polity. February 15th to 28th, till March 20th, you will take a break from your prelims, revise your optional. ऑप्शनल को एक बार रिवाइज करिए, वरना 6 महीने हो जाएंगे मेंस तक में. सेकेंड थिंग, प्रीलिम्स का करंट अफेयर्स का कंपाइलेशन. जो भी ये 365, 345, 85 जो भी आ रहा है, whichever is the compilation, प्रीलिम्स के करंट अफेयर की स्वॉर्ड आपके गर्दन पे नहीं लटकनी चाहिए थ्रू आउट द प्रिपरेशन. फिनिश इट बाय March 20th. Then March 28th to 28th, say May 28th, last 60 days to 75 days, second phase of your prelims. Compulsorily everybody should begin their CSAT right now, have an assessment where they stand in CSAT. CSAT itself is a separate topic of discussion, but here onwards you should definitely have an assessment कि मुझे CSAT में कितना करना है, plus science and tech, history, and repeat means ऊपर वाली जो strategy है आपकी geography, environment, economy, polity, geography, environment, economy, polity, you complete that. This is your plan or strategy till May 20. Okay, so that is the discussion, and regarding any more questions you just have to mail. We will take up further questions and some questions live also in the next session whenever the institute conducts it, plus some detailed planning things that we will be doing, like for example CSAT को कैसे plan करें, more discussion on essay. Some of you may have problem in choosing the optional topic, so such kind of discussions. Okay, also additionally there is a program that we are running, Antogatva. I think most of you are enrolled only. the names that I saw. But for those who are not enrolled, there's a mentorship component of it. In the mentorship component, instead of one mentor, there are two mentors. One is an academic mentor and the other is a follow-up mentor. The academic mentor takes care of your planner. They will give you a study plan, the sources, plus how to study. They will also discuss कि कहाँ से क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं, कैसे पढ़ना है, कैसे इकोनॉमी को समझना है, कैसे पॉलिटी को समझना है. The follow-up mentor will basically make your life miserable. They will take care of the routine. वो follow कराएंगे आपको routine, आपसे पूछते रहेंगे. They will regularly ask. They are also equally qualified. You can ask the doubts to them or to them. Second component of it is the tests. There are prelims and mains test series included. Now, prelims test में slightly difference क्या है? This is not a one size fits all program. Prelims के test के लिए जो है, you will have daily test of what you are studying. Suppose you studied today geography में climate, तो आपको आपके पोर्टल पे जो MCQ मिलेगा वो आपको क्लाइमेट पे ही मिलेगा, ताकि you and your mentor both can know कि आपको क्लाइमेट आया कि नहीं आया. It is very important to know which part of the subject I have weakness in. You cannot get that weakness from solving a 100 question full length paper. तो ये जो टेस्ट हैं, दे आर ऑल्सो एन इंसेंटिव फॉर यू टू स्टडी. आपने टेस्ट मिस किया तो फॉलो अप मेंटर और एकेडमिक मेंटर को पता होगा कि you did not study that day. Okay, obviously there are revision tests, there are full length tests, PYQ टेस्ट, वो सब तो है जो बाकी जगह भी होता है. यहाँ पर अलग से ये डेली टेस्ट है. मेंस के लिए देयर इज एन SFG, स्पेशल फोकस ग्रुप, in which you will be made to write 5 questions daily. मान लीजिए इस वीक में चुन लेंगे हम कि इस वीक में हमको फॉर एग्जांपल मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री के क्वेश्चन लिखने हैं. सो यू विल बी आस्क्ड टू रिवाइज मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री और फिर 5 क्वेश्चंस डेली लिखवाएंगे. 5 into 7 days, 35 question you would have written and completed modern history. Other than that, there will obviously be mains, sectional and full length test. Nothing unique about them. The third component is target PT 120 plus classes. ये क्लासेस में क्या है, जो सब्जेक्ट्स हमको लगता है कि आपको प्रीलिम्स क्लियर करवाने में दे आर एब्सोल्युटली नेसेसरी. वी आर पुटिंग 5 such classes in this program: polity, geography, environment, CSAT and mapping. ये 5 ऐसे हैं टॉपिक्स जो अगर इस पे आपको कमांड हो गया तो 100% you are going to clear prelims that year. So this will be done in a holistic form in the class. Many of these subjects I take. CSAT is taken by Amit sir. Okay, so these are some of the important highlights. बाकी अंतोगत्वा में और भी चीजें हैं. For example, there is Samachar Vani plus current affair 1-year classroom program. There is essay and ethics program also. Those of you who are asking about essay को कैसे करें, ethics को कैसे करें, इसके classes हैं इसमें. Some of you who are asking कि newspaper को कैसे करें, there is some.
उतने में हम समझ जाएंगे क्या लिखे हैं. हमको खाली ये चार्ट देखना रहता है. चार्ट क्या बनता है, चार्ट देखना रहता है खाली.
Please mute. चार्ट जो है किसी को नहीं खाना है अभी. म्यूट कीजिए. समाचार वाणी plus program in which your weekly current affairs will be covered along with 10 questions. So basically this program takes care of everything in your preparation except your optional. It covers everything from scratch to end, and it is a program devised only to get that elusive rank or get that selection. Okay, so from my end, that is all for today's session. If you are interested in one more session, please do write to us. Okay, and do send your questions. You can ask it live also in the next session, and we will have some more discussion on the planning part of the topics that we could not do today because of lack of time. Okay, so thank you for your time and patience.
Hello guys, before we start with the discussion, we just want to inform you that we have launched a very special and unique type of program which is called Excel Mains through the previous year's questions. In this program, we are going to cover the entire syllabus of GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. The philosophy behind this program is we are going to cover the syllabus not randomly but just by using or referring the previous year's questions themes. And the themes are extracted from the last 40 years of previous year's questions. There will be a live discussion, there will be a answer writing with the mentors, and the second program is the intense answer writing program which is called Samachar Vani Plus, in which there will be a weekly classes on 10 topics which are extremely important from the UPSC mains and prelims point of view. There will be an answer writing, there will be a questions given after each and every class based on those 10 topics. So even if you are a beginner, this is a good opportunity for you to begin with the answer writing. For any further queries, or if you wish to talk with a mentor, if you have any doubts, please drop us a message on the number given below. Thank you.